Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your favorite man himself, Randolph.
It's your boy Chase Swoope from Detroit.
This is the Black Automotive Media Group at Morgan State University Cohort with Volkswagen.
What's up?
Nah, bro. Can you finally believe we're finally finished with our internship?
Man, I know. Time flies crazy. Memories every Monday.
Literally. But Chase, if you could have one of your favorite people that they represented on behalf of Volkswagen, like, who's the favorite person that you personally have contacted with?
I'm not gonna lie, gang. Me personally, I had a great time listening, and I got a connection with Dr. Lisa Brown. She was super relatable. Everything she was talking about, it just seemed true. She was talking about all the things she went through, going through the automotive field as a woman and a black woman. And I locked in with her because she's from Detroit, and she still repped Detroit. And on top of that, she got motion everywhere. She was telling us about an event that they had going on in Atlanta, and it sounded like it was going to be fire. And she invited us, and we talked to each other on LinkedIn.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even complain about that one. But me personally, although Dr. Brown was amazing, especially how she talked about her transition, also crossing the her sorority, aka Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. I also had to give it to a big shout out to the Mr. Torrey Powell.
Yeah, he was cool. No, that was I think that was the first.
That was our first guest.
Yeah, he was cool. We was locked in
impression.
Immediately.
Torrey Powell, HBCU graduate from North Carolina A&T. Got his master's within business, bachelor's in electrical engineering, and now the director for Volkswagen. To me, he really sparked a lot of high volume, and plus, like, he really just broke down and showed us the how-to part to get in those fields, getting those connections, and then using both of his skills for a bigger impact, not just for Volkswagen, but also people that look like you and I. So,
but what's crazy, I did my write-up on him. Because I locked in with him as soon as I read anything about him being in Michigan and Detroit. He already knew, and we was just rapping, talking about anything. And he knew it's not like he knew what he wanted to do, but he knew where to go, which was the Motor City, if he wanted to get in automotive business.
Absolutely. So, with that being said, Chase, this last Monday, we had the opportunity to see exclusive cars from Volkswagen, specifically electrical vehicles that haven't been out yet.
Yeah.
And of all those electrical vehicles, just give me one, just one, that spoke out to you.
Randolph, my guy. Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie. Those cars were fire. A lot of cars were fire. But what stuck out to me personally, that ID7.
Talk about it.
Fire.
Talk about it.
That was the best one.
We went to the ID7. First of all, seats, comfortable. Video games on touchscreen, fun. I think you broke 2 high score records on.
I definitely broke some high scores.
Like, just off the rip, Bluetooth, immaculate. And then on top of that, like I said before,
it has a built-in surround sound system.
Around the entire car is a built-in surround sound. Can you believe it? It was just a vibe. Air conditioning, fire. First of all, just being in the car, you didn't feel like you was in a normal car. You could tell, like, oh, we're living in 2024. We about to live in 2025, 2026. Like, it gave off, like, a futuristic vibe.
It's hilarious.
And then on top of that, one thing I like about the ID7 that really separated itself from everybody else was just, like, not just the interior design, but just the way how you felt being inside of the car by just the size of it. It wasn't too big, it wasn't too small, and it wasn't to the point where I had to, like, maneuver. No, I'm saying, like, when you was behind the driver's seat, how did you feel when driving the ID7? Like, what was going through your mind?
First off, we weren't allowed to drive it. They
know.
said they didn't have permits. They said they weren't allowed to drive it because it's not dropping until September or something like that.
Yeah. They didn't even hit the car shows yet.
Yeah, so just being in it, I felt like I was sitting on clouds. I felt like I want to say that the car itself made relaxation an understatement. It made comfort and drivability seemed like they wrote the definition.
Mm,
Volkswagen knew what they were doing with the ID7.
absolutely. Especially for the fact that just like Volkswagen has a reputation of keep producing very manageable, affordable, and comfortable cars for people to enjoy. Because I feel
Mm-hmm.
like they definitely live by that motto, how they focus on quality and quantity, and how they
Right.
actually just want to make sure that every customer, every person that goes inside of a Volkswagen in America or outside of the U.S., that you asking me one of the best decisions of your life when stepping into that, especially how they're going to step into this next ID7. Step into that car, step into that feel, and just step into that drive. To make you want to drive your own self to somewhere else that you never thought you can go before. But that's just me, though. That's
No,
just
you
me.
you put it perfect. Like you articulated that exactly how I would have. Me personally, like how I could see myself in that vehicle. What I see is me, some friends, banging some music, something like that. Might throw in a little cruise control on something like that. 'Cause that's one of the mechanisms it has for sure.
Mm,
It's just a vibe. Anytime, it's a vibe. We
fair.
were literally away from everybody else, just in the ID7, chilling,
Yeah.
vibing out.
I ain't gonna lie, especially in the back, I was just like,
I know you were geeking in
I
the
was
back.
definitely geeking because I was not expecting. Like, that ultrasound was ultrasounding.
Hmm.
For sure. And it was just loud. But, however, I still enjoyed myself.
I appreciate them for coming. Like that was so fire.
Yeah, of course.
I ain't gonna lie, Randy. This internship was a blessing. Like
Mm.
it was fire. I really
Excuse me.
appreciate everyone involved. You know, knowing my automotive background,
Right.
being from Motor City, I've always been around cars. I've always had cars, and this internship was like I never would have saw this coming. To be honest, I never would have saw this coming.
Fair.
'Cause, I love production, editing, and stuff like that. I've always been around cars, and I didn't even think about the possibilities of what my interests were in this field. So that's why this internship was a blessing.
Mm.
But
For sure, man. I just, first of all, thank you for that. And I couldn't agree with you more. Because at first, I didn't really want to do it because I'm just like, what I'm going to do for an hour for every
you ain't know what it
Monday?
was.
I had no idea. I mean, I like cars, but like, not to the extent of knowing the people that operate the media, that people that operate the look of the vehicle, even the people that operate naming the vehicles itself.
Exactly. It's fashion designers. They hire fashion designers to even design the interior, like what might be good for this type of driver. Like they suit the vehicle for their target audiences, and they have a variety of target audiences for each vehicle.
Exactly. And not to mention, you also got to think about it. When we was talking to just not Mr. Powell, Dr. Brown, even when we was talking to people that was just in the actual media setting itself,
Hmm.
one thing I really appreciated and how they was very transparent on is that not because Volkswagen does not just do Volkswagen the actual vehicle, they also do other brands.
They're like the parent brand of a lot of major foreign exclusive car companies.
Lamborghini, to be specific. You have
Bugatti,
Bugatti.
Audi. I don't want to say too much because now I got to name them. Now I got to name them.
Right.
I
Now I
can't
got
leave
name
them
drop
up.
all. But that's just the three that spot out to us.
Right.
Yo, Chase, before we close out, any more closing remarks?
Honestly, the only closing remarks I have to say are, what camera we gonna look at? We gonna look directly into our individuals, or we gonna look into the? I think we looking at individuals.
Yeah.
You look directly into yours, I look directly into mine.
Right.
Listen, closing remarks. I appreciate, the Black Automotive Media Group. First off, I appreciate Mr. Rawlings, Mr. Morrison, Miss Carter, and Volkswagen. You all were a blessing to me. And with that, you forever great with me. And I hope to be forever good with y'all. Because I really appreciate this opportunity. Thank you.
Same. Looking to this camera. My closing remarks is very simple. Just like co-host Mr. Chase Swoope. to Mr. Rollins, to Mr. Morrison, and to Mr. Carter, I just want to say thank you because y'all really could have done anything else from every Monday from 5:45 p.m. to 7 o'clock p.m. than to be with us. But y'all sacrifice y'all time. Y'all sacrifice y'all time away from work just to educate us and bridge us to make connections with the actual brand Volkswagen and what Volkswagen has to offer. And I don't know when, I don't know how, but I can definitely guarantee you that we definitely gonna pay it forward one way or another. We don't know when, we don't know how, but trust with the work
Definitely.
y'all investing in us, we definitely gonna pay it back more and 10 times more that you can ever possibly imagine. And we just want to say thank you. That's really all we really can say. Just thank you.
Thank you.
So yeah, I mean, well,
Peace.
peace, man.
Peace.